Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel once again with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we're returning to our Khal Drogo playthrough yet again. We are almost finished now with our adventures in the East, and we can finally go over to Rhaego soon once we finish dishing out the titles and finish taking what is here still. We took Meereen in the last episode, as well as all the Kingdom of the Landmen. There's Yunkai and Astapor, New Ghis and Qarth left to take west of the Bone Mountains. We're currently at war to take New Ghis, marching our 12,000 Khalasar down here. We've got another Khalasar up here, the Meereenese army of 20,000 men almost, which is fighting for us, which is good. And then we still have that small bother of the Ibbenese rebellion, but we've got several Khalasars over there taking care of that, so we don't really need to worry about that too much. But here we are, 12,000 men here, led by Drogo, Barbo, and we'll go with Zolo as well, our Blood Rider, to lead the left flank. So here we are, marching into New Ghis now. Once we get New Ghis, I'm going to revoke the title. We're going to give that to Barbo so that he does have his own title, and then we'll give him Astapor and Yunkai as well. Once we take them, then we will create the Empire of Giscar. And once we've took Qarth and everything that we want to take, we can then transfer that over to him, so he'll be the Emperor of Giscar. We'll then give the Empire of New Valyria to Visero, so that all our free sons all have their own empires. And then we are currently warding our grandson, Drogo, who is the daughter of Caden, one of our daughters, and we're going to leave him a nice plot of land somewhere as well. I may transfer Qarth as part of the Giscari Empire over to Barbo, just so that he's got a little bit more. I mean, it would seem a bit unfair if one gets the mighty kingdom of New Valyria, another son gets the mighty kingdom of Westeros, and then the last one just gets a few provinces down here as the Giscari Empire, which obviously isn't as formidable. And there we go, we've absolutely crushed that army there. A dangerous revolt has broken out in Horbeth. Many prominent Qohoric landholders have raised an army of peasants. Yeah, that keeps happening a lot, but Visero will take care of that. Once we've defeated this, we'll stay here and we'll get this. Oh no, we won't stay here because the supply line is bloody terrible. So let's march on to here instead, where the supply line is 15,000, and we'll start the siege there. There's many more Khalasars on their way down. We've got our 11,000 Khalasar here as well. I'm waiting really just so we can finish this Ibbenese war, so that we can bring the fleet round, so that we can sail onto the island of New Ghis. 15,000 here. Wow, that's a lot more than I thought we had over on Ibn, but hopefully that won't take too long to sort out. There's horrible border gore here with Myr at the moment. Just obviously we've transferred Myr, Qohor and Lorath, etc. and all that to Visero. Once we grant him New Valyria though, that border gore will be sorted out. I just don't want to grant it him too early because we'll lose a lot of our manpower and such by doing so. And I don't want him getting killed off too early. We've got to keep an eye. That's the thing I'm most worried about. As I know some of you guys said in the comments as well that you are also worried about, is the fact that we're so worried that one of those three sons are going to die before we achieve our goals. We aren't calling in our allies for this war as Rhaego. We're going to leave Rhaego to do his own thing in Westeros. I don't want to keep calling him over, bringing all his troops away from Westeros, leaving him vulnerable. We've got more than enough men to handle what's left for us to take. It's only a couple of small kingdoms, as we say, so it should be very easy. Still amazed how well this series is doing as well. To be well over 10 episodes in and still be getting the amount of views I'm getting on this series is really nice. I really do appreciate it, guys. I'm so glad you're enjoying it as much as I am. Khal Drogo the Holy has inherited Castle of Farron Cross and other titles from Sir Varys? Interesting. Varys got landed, but he has died. He got married as well. What was the point in that? But okay, but Rhaego's inherited a castle. Hopefully he'll land some Dothraki over there just to get a few more people on side. Under my guidance, my young ward Daenerys is slowly mastering the art of swordmanship. Okay. We do need to sort out. We've got quite a lot of prisoners at the moment. So we could do with probably, let's try and ransom some of them off, see if we can get some gold. Not that we need the gold. We've got an insane amount of gold, of course, but we'll ransom these off anyway. We've got several from different areas that we can ransom off and gain ourselves a nice big chunk of gold. We'll send some spoils back to Dosh Khaleen as well to keep the Dothraki on side. Although I think, was it this war or was it a war in the last episode? I can't remember if it's the New Ghis war or the Meereen war where they actually rose up against us. A daughter was born to Mokko, son of Rozo, and Caden, daughter of Drogo. Okay, so it's a daughter born from us. Let's... Kendra. We'll go for that. Yeah, why not? That's a different And she was born stillborn anyway, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. We've been getting a lot of stillborn lately. To the strong warrior Drogo, your wisdom and mercy legendary, I accept your ransom. Perfect. Right. Perfect. Another ransom accepted. Pumps that gold up a little bit more so we can do stuff with that. What council position have we got open? Advisor. Who have we got as advisor? Why does that guy hate us so much? Drogo... He's a... Okay, we'll have a look at that guy, see why he hates us. We'll go for Kovo, though. He's been with us for a long, long time. 58 years old now, Drogo. Still a formidable fight. Still got 120 personal combat skill, which is awesome for a man of his age. We have got fat, and we did lose the brave trait as well, which is a shame, but hopefully it won't make us suffer too much. Let's go for the assault on that now. It should be an easy victory there. There we go. Here comes the other Khalasar, still marching down. Very good. Nice. We'll get them down here as quickly as... Where are they going to march to? Over there. Okay, perfect. A daughter was born to great Khal Drogo, the Bloodhound, and Kiri, daughter of Goro, named Nivashi. Nizhavi, I know, I don't like that. Mavi Drogo, Mengi Drogo, Zuri, Rakiri Drogo. Yeah, that's quite good. Let's have a look at her traits. Is she any good? Sickler. Right, so we're probably going to have another stillborn on our hands again. Let's zoom over to Ibn, see how things are going over there in the siege. Awesome, we've nearly sieged that. Kolak Azara is worried about my newborn daughter, Rakiri, Rakiri is a feeble little thing, even compared to the other infants. Azara says she might not live to see her first birthday. We'll treat her the best you can. We're going to be able to storm in here and take that in a moment, which is perfect. Then we can split up. Might have to bring the fleet round, but I don't really want to leave this Khalasar stranded. I wanted to take Ibn and then bring them round on the ships themselves, so that we can make use of them down in Giscar. And then we've obviously still got to take Yunkai and Astapor after that. Your horse runs into the holding of Ibos. The walls crumble and fall. They are intent on plundering. It won't go ahead unless you, their great Khal, give them permission to do so. Yes, go for it. They are rebelling against us. And perfect, our daughter has got a little bit better, so that's good news. That's good to hear. How much do we need to sack the next bit? A fair bit, so we'll carry on marching around and take a little bit more of Ibn instead. We could split that Khalasar up to make it a bit quicker, but there's no rush to do so. There's no point sacrificing soldiers for no reason. Do you know what? Stay where you are. Get that under siege for now. The province of Puki. Where is that Miranese army that was on our side, fighting against a couple of other armies at the moment? Okay. More Khalasars are marching down here, though. They're on their way. The new Ghis army is randomly marching around here in the middle of the Dothraki Sea. No idea why. We really need to change our capital as well once this war is over. I need to remember to do that. Iron Throne's at peace. Good, good, good. How are you doing, Rhaego? Still 3 daughters. You really need to get yourself a son, mate, but at least you have got some heirs. Wow, 100,000 army levies. That's pretty good, considering he's a foreign Dothraki king. He's actually got quite a good backing, it seems, from his vassals. So that's pretty good. And Brandon Stark died of severe stress. So who's the Lord of the North now? Eddard's obviously the Lord, still going, but most of... Oh, he's had 2 new sons. Lord Royce and Lord Lonel of the North. But Rickon is now his heir, as obviously Rob and Brandon are now dead, which is a shame. Let's continue to march down onto New Ghis with our second Khalasar. A dangerous revolt has broken out in Kavor again, but nothing actually seems to happen over there, so it's fine. We'll just leave them to it. We've won a battle up on Ibn. How much is it? Okay, that's pretty well defended, actually. This isn't, though, so we can... I won't even bother attempting an assault. We will now, though, on the next province, as it is ridiculously weak. There we go. Perfect. Gives us a little bit of war score. Where are they going with those men? Do you know what? Let's split this Khalasar in half. Okay, why have we only got 1,500 men, apparently? No. Or is that... Oh, is most of this with us from a different faction? Oh, okay. Well, we'll march on that army instead anyway. Can we split this Khalasar in half? There we go. 5,000, 6,000. Yes, we'll send the 6,000 to go and get this. Oh, no. Get that under siege. And we will get that under siege instead. Yes, perfect. Great Khal, my lands at the Dothraki Sea currently have no Khal to rule directly. I should be Khal here and ask that you let me lead in your name. Let's have a look. Where are you wanting? Why have you not got a Khal over here? But yeah, very well. If you want to be a Khal of this new conquered land, that's fine. What's this marriage proposal? Our courtier, and yeah, that's fine. It gets rid of many of those courtiers we've got. We've obviously got way too many at the minute. How are things going over on Ibn? Yeah, we're sieging that down. It's got a lot of defenders. Can we split in half? Yes. Let's send 5,000 to go and siege a different part of it and try and get that out of the way a little bit quicker. And here we are, back down in New Ghis. But we have started training up our grandson so that we can give him some land, of course. I don't recognise my friend Khal Drogo anymore. We've drifted... No. We are friends. That won't ever change. We'll keep that alliance there. And a daughter was born to Barbo, the Axe of Marine. Nice name. And a Queti, daughter of Solo, named Quetta. No. Let's go for a better name. Let's name after grandmother. Let's name after... No, you're not Daenerys' son, are you, Barbo? Oops, nearly made a mistake there. Name after... Kessi Drogo. Yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good. Sickler. Having a lot of sickly children lately. We're not having the best of luck with the kids at the minute, are we? My mood swings mostly from good-tempered to wrath have made my courtiers fear me a little bit too much. It's caused me to lose prestige. 150. Well, that don't matter, does it, when you've got 12,000 prestige? Let's call to the Dothraki Sea. Grow our clan a little bit more. Could search for a smith. Why not? Let's make some more armour. Just use that prestige. Make some nice stuff. Let's split this army in half, actually. Split in half. I know it's only 1,500, but we can send them off to siege that other land. Hopefully some of the Khalasar follow. Perfect. 9,000 Khalasar coming down here, so most of New Ghis shall fall pretty much around the same time. Then it's just a case of getting our Khalasar over to the island of New Ghis. Eddard Stark has had Valyrian steel dagger removed from their treasury. Has he died? Yes, he's died of an infected wound at the age of 63. So Kingdom of the North is now ruled over by Rickon, Lord Paramount Rickon II of the North, who hasn't had any children either. The Starks love to wipe themselves out, don't they? They really do. Every playthrough I do, they seem to, like, none of them ever have heirs. Well, it's annoying that no one's followed that armour. Let's lead this small army ourselves and march into Old Ghis, because you should be able to get dragon stuff from there, shouldn't we? You know, so you can maybe hatch dragons at some point. You get the knowledge, don't you? I'm pretty sure I've done it before, where I've gone to Old Ghis to get dragon knowledge. My name and deeds are becoming highly spoken of throughout the Dothraki Sea. More and more warriors are joining the Khalasar. Perfect. Now that winter's hopefully about over. Oh, there's an army about to attack us there. Let's send the... Oh, no. Actually, stay where you are, because you've nearly sieged that. Let's send the 6,000 backers back up and get them there quickly. Should be able to win that. 10,000 against 7,000. We've got the advantage. And they're just better in combat all round, pretty much. Anyway, let's put some decent commanders in charge. Zolo, Rakaho, and Cromo. My Dothraki Ataki Cromo has told me about a remarkable armoursmith residing in Pahorvis. He suggested I invite the man to my court. Yes, a fine idea. Let's get some nice armour made up for one of our sons. Could give it to Rhaego, with him ruling on the throne. Could do with some nice Westerosi armour. It'd be cool if he got knighted, or his son did, having a knighted Dothraki. They'd be very good at jousting, wouldn't they? Right, I'm just hoping that this doesn't go south in this battle. Once the armoursmith's craftsmanship has been checked by my most knowledgeable attendants to ensure the quality was sufficient, I've received him in the throne room. He introduced himself as Master Naharo and gestured towards his numerous assistants who all carried examples of his work. Does my great Khal have anything special in mind? I'm in need of protection. Make me a strong and sturdy set of armour. I will not go into battle with anything but the best. Plus 15 personal combat skill. Nice. Oh, conditions are worsening though, so winter hasn't gone yet. Winter is actually getting a little bit worse at the moment. Great Khal Shaznak Mokendo has been defeated. His reign of misrule has come to an end. Stability has been brought to Marine. Okay. I'm probably going to revoke your title anyway pretty soon to give it to Barbo, so don't get too comfortable there. Yeah, we didn't get anything by going to Old Ghis, so... Oh, is this an actual province on that island? It is. Right, we'll march over there and get that under our control then. May have to send some extra troops at some point, but I'm sure that'll be fine. How well defended was this? 2,000. Well, I don't want to siege it, assault it just yet then. Lord Osmond of Cracklaw Point refused the revocation of High Lord from Cracklaw Point requested by Lord Paramount Rickon. Okay, so he's getting a little bit power hungry. How goes things in Ibn? Having to keep switch back and forth. Yeah, things are going pretty well in Ibn. Not really any change. Okay, that's a lot more men. Hopefully they will get there in time to aid them before they lose. Then again, it doesn't look like they're going to lose. They're going to win without them. Having decided to check up on Master Jaharo's progress, I strolled over to his forge. I did not find him working on the project I commissioned, but instead working on a different task. Specifically, my Jeratak Mahiki. Where does this... Okay, you can have privacy in his own fort. Can you please focus on your work? This is not what I pay you for. Get out and stay out. We gain 100 prestige, but then we won't get our armor. No, this is not what I pay you for. I want my armor. And we've managed to smash that army with 4,000 more men than us anyway, so I didn't even need to send this army around. You can go back to where you were. But that's going to give us a lot of war score, hopefully, against the new Ghis. Perfect. Yes, it has jumped us up a nice amount. Awesome. Can we assault this yet? Almost. Conditions are worsening. Yeah, winter doesn't affect us as bad as others. Can we send any more stuff back to Doshkalin yet? No, not at the moment. Oh, we did have more prisoners, though, that we need to ransom. Oops, forgot all about these. Ransom you. Ransom you. Ransom you. Get ourselves a nice bit of cash. How old's Daenerys now? We're 59. 43. Wow. During the past few months, Kukuri has shown dogged determination in his studies of our language and has also expressed a desire to study the history of my people and ancestors. Oh, he's from the Great Shepherd. Yeah, encourage it. He becomes Dothraki. Nice. This is almost fallen. That's almost fallen. Perfect. We won't be too far off now. It's just a case of getting those ships around here. I was struck with nervous excitement when Master Naharo announced that he was nearing its completion. Today I have received the master of my throne room as he unveils the armour rack. I find it almost impossible to breathe. What will you name her, my great Khal? The armour shall be known as my guardian, my champion, my warden. Everyone shall fear the warden. We'll go with guardian. Let's have a look how good that armour is. And is it better than our other armour? Champion was our old armour. That's plus 15 personal combat. Okay, so it's pretty much the same. So we can start dishing some of that out to our sons with the more we make. We've already given them all an Arak each. This is going to fall any second now, led by Barbo. Lord Paramount Theon the Aurora has formed an alliance with Lord Paramount Edmure the Careless. Interesting. Rivermen and Ironmen making alliances. Your horse, the horde swarms into the holding of Atruska. As the walls crumble and fall, they are intent on plundering, but won't go ahead unless you, their great Khal, give them permission. Yes, bring out the spoils so we can share. The next province isn't very well defended, so we'll assault it. The sacking of Puki was brutal and many prisoners are being taken. In fact, we have so many prisoners we could take some of them back to Rashlaim as slaves. Yeah, bring them back and bring back the spoils to share yet again. Right, now that Puki's captured, okay, it's pretty weak, this next province, so we'll stay there and fully siege the area. Same as we'll do with this as soon as we get chance in another day's time. There we go. Should be an easy assault, perfect. And once more to finish off the area. Brilliant. Right, let's go take this island with our main Khalasar for now. The ones on the mainland can take the other areas. Let's attempt an assault here. That should fall pretty easy. Perfect. And the next province is even more poorly defended. So we should be able to finish off the new Ghis pretty soon. They're taking longer than I expected to actually defeat though. Right, let's... You march over there. Yeah, out of the way. Go get that one that's out of the way for now. And we'll forward things along quickly. We're now over 60%, so it shouldn't be much longer now before we finish off the new Ghis. You have a new heir. If your character dies now, your player is Drogo, son of Moko. Okay. Your father, Great Khal Drogo, has died, and now it falls to you to decide whether to make the funeral a big and special event or just a small private one. My father will be honoured with a funeral. All the lords and ladies of the realm will be invited. Khal Drogo has taken his last breath at the age of 59. He died a natural death. A prestigious man, Drogo's deeds and exploits were spoken of throughout the world. May he now rest in peace with the great Stallion. Khal Bobo, both pious and generous, the Red Priests are likely to grow rich under his rule. Long live Khal Bobo. All hail his magnificent Barbo of the House Drogo, the first of his name, Khal of the New Valyrian Freehold, Great Archon of the colonies of Old Valyria, Protector of the Free Cities and all the East, Master of the Roina and Lloyd of Old Valyria, Rahish Alain, all hail the Khal. Okay, we owe money to someone, apparently. Money lenders. We'll just pay it off. We've got a ridiculous amount of gold. Your father Drogo the Bloodhound was considered Great Khal of all the Dothraki people, and I am strong enough to claim this title also. Okay, so awesome. We're still Barbo the Axe of Marine, and we managed to inherit everything that our father had, so at least it doesn't ruin our playthrough. That's good. We can still change over to Rhaego once we finish doing what we were doing. Let's click focus. Well, it's going to be war, of course, isn't it, with how good our marshal is. Need an ambition. We want to have a son. Get ourselves an heir. Can't believe Drogo's died. Open council positions. Let's have a look what we've got. Well, we want to stick with Dothraki people if we can. Go with you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, we'll go back with Aurain Waters actually. Kolak. People are going to hate us because we're not. We've worshipped the Red God, which is quite annoying. Can we change? We'll send spoils to the Dosh Khaleen. Can we not change back to Dothraki religion? Okay, we've got 2 decent prisoners here as well that we can send off. Okay, so here we are now as Great Khal Barbo. Is our Khalistar still down here? Yes, right, let's take control of this then as Barbo and finish what we were doing down in New Ghis. It's going to feel weird playing as somebody else. Great Khal, I will honour my allegiance and take up arms to defend the realm of the Great Dothraki Sea. Perfect. I'm going to have a great funeral for Khal Drogo. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what foodstuff to serve. I must purchase venison, boar and duck, spices, wine and ale, honey for the desserts, cheeses and perhaps even a swan or a peacock. We'll spend lavishly on the food. At a meeting of the council, Azo Rogo's position on the council was put under question. Your heir, Cromo, called a vote to have him removed, a vote which passed. Okay. We're going to have to change the council power then. How are things going in Ibn now? Oh, pretty well. We've almost sieged that down now, so hopefully that war will soon be over. They're going to sack that province anytime soon. Now let's fly all the way back down to Slavers Bay. Winter's getting worse and worse. How is our siege going here? How well defended is it? Pretty well defended. 4,000 defenders, so we're going to have to grind it down, unfortunately. What about here? 2,000 defenders, so we're going to have to carry on grinding it down. We are at 61% though, so that shouldn't take much longer. I'm still absolutely devastated that Drogo died. Absolutely devastated. Your horse runs into the holding of Ibone as the walls crumble and fall. Yep, bring back the plunder to share. A petitioner by the name of Nenovot has sent a request that he may have entry into our lands. Into her lands at Dartbridge and delay her homage until she can next travel to Reach Lame. She states that the lands were detained following her brother's death, and although an inquest has been returned, she has not been allowed to entry until she pays homage. Grant her access. No, I demand you pay me homage for... Yeah, whatever. Go for it. You go for it, love. The feasting has begun and the endless courses you ordered are impressing the guests. Perfect. I'm not going to read it because we get that same one all the time. The funeral. An honoured rider in the Khalisar has died, earning a funeral pyre and the right to ride the Nightlands with the ancestors. The whole Khalisar collects wood and tinder, preparing the great pyre to send great Khal Drogo at night. As night falls, the gathered cheer in honour of the dead, starting off quiet but getting louder and louder until a guttural dirge begins to ring out through the collected mass. Each of the blood riser calls out blood of my blood, and finally the torch is put to the pyre and the wood pile burns into the sky. As the fire burns away, the revelry again erupts. Each man takes a slave in celebration or commits to dance. More than once fighting erupts. As morning light peaks, the celebration winds down and the spouse of the deceased is escorted to vast Dothrak. Also, Daenerys is gone to join the Dosh Khaleen. Right, so we'll finish off our war in honour of our father. Visero Drogo has had splint mail armour added to their treasury. Good, glad that he's alive. We need to form an alliance with our brother, actually, don't we? Of course. Well, we need to get on good terms with our brother. We need to get an alliance with Rhaego, our other brother. Send gift. Form alliance. Send. Perfect. And people are actually lifting up arms. Valantis and such are actually going to get involved with the wars for Barbo for some reason, which is strange. And perfect. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I, Khal Drogo, the Holy, accept your proposal for an alliance. Good. The horde swarms into the holding of Melton as the walls crumble and fall. They are intent on plundering. We won't go ahead unless you, their great Khal, give them permission. Yes, go ahead. We actually get to play as a pretty cool person in Khal Barbo, the Axe Marine. He's actually pretty decent. We obviously inherited all of our father's stuff as well, so we've got some pretty decent stuff here. Nice dragon bone statue. That's awesome. Great Khal, I will honour my allegiance and take up arms to... Okay, awesome. Loads of people are actually... must like Barbo more than they liked Drogo, which is surprising. How goes the siege over there? Pretty good. What about in Ibn? We can move people on now, can't we? Yep, assault there. Just need to get that bloody fleet round here. Oh, New Ibn. We've got Ibn and New Ibn now. Interesting. Oh, and somebody's just captured this Giscari leader in a battle. Perfect. Right, let's march these over to finish off taking Ibn. Who was it that captured you? I've just seen it pop up. This Khalasar, 13,000 of army of Ko-Shiam of Kovo. Perfect. Awesome. Right, so offer peace, end force demands, send. The great Khal Drogo war against King Graznaz the Vengeful has ended. Great Khal Barbo of the Dothraki Sea has won. Perfect. Now, can we revoke your title? Kingdom of New Ghis. No, we can't do it because we've not got enough prestige. Oh, God, we've got no prestige at all. Wow, we need to do something about that, don't we? We need to improve that. Let's choose a warhorse. We'll go for you. Wow, why have we got no prestige at all? We should have plenty of prestige, but never mind. Okay. Can we colonize old... No, we can't, can we, as a Dothraki leader? But we do need to revoke that title when we get chance. So that because we obviously want these kingdoms. Right, can we now declare war on Astapor? Nomad invasion of Astapor. Send. Yeah, they'll surely honour their obligations. And can we now declare war on Yunkai as well? No, not until we've took Astapor. And who's going for independence? Volantis, the free city of Volantis. Okay, well, we'll call the tribes in. We can easily take those down. Should be able to get everyone involved. We won't call in Rhaego. Or should we call in Rhaego? He's at peace in Westeros at the moment. So yeah, let's call in Rhaego in all of our wars so we can get these over with quickly. Let's march all of the great Khalasars into Astapor so that we can take that quickly. But we'll end today's episode here and we'll take Astapor and Yunkai in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. As always, still can't believe that Drogo is dead, but we are getting to play as Barbo. We will go to Rhaego eventually. I just want to finish conquering the bloody East, and this last little bit is just taking forever, but we will get there. Thank you all so much for watching, as I said. If you enjoyed, which I hope you did, please don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for my next video.